All right, welcome back. It's been a busy week at work, and it is Easter long weekend, so this is really good because I get 5 days off. So what my real aim is probably tomorrow morning, get in here, give all these birds a clean out, probably give might give these ones a fly in the afternoon, and there's a few things I'm working on. I've got to start sorting through as well, so I can kind of start talking about with you guys. But there's going to be some changes coming up. I've been talking about it for a while, but those things are going to happen. I want to get in this side, give it a tidy up as well. But these guys here, all these birds in this section, they will be going for their first 1.7 kilometre toss. I actually measured it on Google Earth the other night, and they will be. So I gave them a light feed today. So I want them hungry. So the goal is tomorrow, I want to do 2 tosses at 1.7 kilometres, which is basically just, I don't really want to call them tosses. They're kind of training to try and get them ready for tosses, because once we get these guys at that 1.7 for probably a week, then we're going to move these younger ones out to that 1.7 as well, because they should be, they'll do it. I know they will do it, and I'm not going to tell you how I know they will do it, but I'll probably show you later. But we are going to go pretty much through those trees and past that house roof there. We're going to go 1.7 direct kilometres that way for our little forced flying. So it'll be really good to see. I'm going to try and do it twice tomorrow, and I will make a video of it, and hopefully we'll see the birds come zooming in. And I'm hoping that they are hungry, and I will have food. I'll have all this open. I'll have those trays in there with a real light feed, just of the light barley kind of mix I've got. And I'm going to start brainwashing them a bit. Last year we had them trapping really well in my club, and another club that's close by. The birds have got to trap really quickly. The birds are really good last year. We had 1 or 2 that were a little bit off. So my main goal is, especially with these 1.7s, is basket training, get them used to the basket, used to them getting released, basically in the car, getting released, coming straight home. And as soon as they get home, I want them to land, and I want them to come in. And any birds that don't come in will not be getting fed until they return back from tosses and eat. So tomorrow we'll have 2 tosses. So the birds that miss out on the first bunch, they will get food on the second toss, which we'll do one about 10, and then we'll do one about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And hopefully we will break that, fingers crossed. I'm hoping the falcon doesn't nut onto what we're doing. That's why we'll get in here a bit. I'm not going to linger on too much. It's only a short video, but it's giving you guys to get ready for tomorrow's video, because the goal is to get these ones out there for about 5 to 7 days. I've got 5 days off, so I'm going to get them out there twice a day for 5 days, and then when I go back to work, I'll just do 1 day after work. And then I'm going to put these guys in with that bunch, because they'll be fluent, and hopefully they'll teach them ones, and then we'll keep these guys there for 1 to 2 weeks. And then hopefully by then, if it's all fluent, we may, who knows, I'm hoping we don't lose any, because it's really close, and if we do, then, because these guys have been ranging, so they should know where we are anyway. And also at the same time, 2 to 3 weeks time, we'll have about 3 to 4 weeks to the first race. So the plan will be that these guys then will start jumping out. We'll go out to 5 kilometres, we'll go to 10 kilometres, 15, and I probably will stop around about 20 kilometres, because we lost so many birds in between 10 and 20 kilometres last year. I think we started with 75 birds, and then I think we had about 28 by first race, which is part to do with the falcon pressure we get, and obviously the line that we were tossing on last year as well. There's a few factors, and we'll go through it as I start tossing, but this year we'll do things a little bit differently. We're just going to take it slower. I'm happy to take them out here, get that fitness in before we start jumping out, because after 1.7 it'll be 5 kilometres, probably 5 to 6 kilometres, which is only an extra 4 kilometres or so from where we're tossing them, so it shouldn't be too hard for them either. So we'll see how we're going. I am tossing up, like I've been talking about for a while, selling some birds. I have been building a website where I can actually sell my birds myself, because I just want to tinker through and just sell off a few of the birds that I'm not going to work on in the future, because mainly a lot of my birds will be one loft birds or long distance, because I do want to race some really long races next year, probably 600 to probably 850. those kilometre races. For me, that's kind of what I want to aim for. That's why we've got all these birds in. So that's why I do want to do a bit of changing and move a lot of the speed birds out. And there's nothing wrong with speed birds. Like the speed birds I've got done really well for me last year. Especially like a few of them bred most of my clock birds. And let's have a closer look at these guys. This little slate's starting to become beautiful now. It's almost like a poor man's barless, because look, there's no real bars on there, which it's pretty cool. I do like the slates. I kind of like this darker coloration that they do get. We'll see if we can get in a bit closer, but see how they go anyway. I do beautiful little birds, and they've got like, see how they got this nice even color all the way down, and it goes to like this random little black stripe there. I think that's cool too. And then wait till it's set over there a little bit. I've got to get in this loft and give it a little clean as well, but you'll see like there's just hardly any bar on them, and they are really beautiful looking little birds, and they're going to go to Pattaya, so that's pretty something to look forward to next year. And I have heard there's a special ring race on in the federation that I race in next year as well, so we'll probably get some of those special ring birds. I think it's like a gold ring race maybe, so we'll keep an eye out for that, because that will be, I think you guys kind of enjoyed it that first year, though we didn't do too well. I think that it's definitely something fun to do, even if we just get 5 rings and try and get the birds out to that race. But I know these slates, look at the little toenails on it, looking good, so I'm pretty happy. We've got 3 of a kind up here. He is looking really good. He is one of the main cocks that I want to try with Storm this year. I probably will only put her with 1 cock bird, and this is going to be him. Look at this guy. He is a beautiful pigeon. See if I can get the wide angle lens on the camera really doesn't do him justice. Just quite a stocky bird. Let's see if we can get him somewhere else actually, because he is a super pigeon. The breeding in him is pretty good, actually really good, so I'm very curious to see how well he blends in with you know, Storm or someone like that, because I'll tell you what, I just don't have words for it. Some pigeons you're just like, wow, he's really good, like a nice looking bird, and he looks good on paper, but the only other box I want to tick is to see how his young fly. That is the main thing for me. He may look pretty, but you've got to be able to produce some winners for it. And this one here is actually the full nest mate, so I think the brothers actually, because this one's been crowing a bit, to 3 of a kind. So this one's New Sensation. A little bit different look, but nice bird, doesn't like the camera. So yeah, we'll see how they go. I'm pretty happy with the few cockbirds that we've got. I do need to tee up some hens like I always do. I have never enough hens. And there's the old boy. He's not faring too well through the molt, but he's old, so we'll give him a break. I'm going to give him another try once he finishes molting and he has a bit of time to settle. And then if we can't get that last round out of him, then we'll just have to probably, you know, move him on. Because, you know, I'm not mucking around too much with him, to be honest. And Mr. Kruger up there is looking pretty good. I'll catch you guys tomorrow because it's